Welcome back to the workshop. Let me show you what we've been busy with. This is Hannes Palin's first real big 7¼ inch steam locomotive. In fact, probably the biggest locomotive in the country at the time. Built in 1989. I'm pretty sure this is what started the revolution in building big narrow gauge engines in this country. It must have been quite a frightful thing to see the first time it arrived at the Model Engineer Society. But what we've had to do now, this engine now lives here of course and has been working pretty hard. You'll see all the wheels and all the motion has been taken out because all the bearings needed checking, and we found some that have collapsed. The pins and bushes on the valve gear has been remade. The compression in the cylinders is absolutely fantastic still. There's nothing wrong with that. The valve faces inside the steam chest here is smooth as the day it was made, so the lubrication is working perfectly. But this is where we ended up with a bit of trouble. These are the main drive wheels. The sleeves have been taken off and the bearings have been extracted. Here is what the axle boxes look like. It's got a double set of races in there, and these obviously go there. But what's happened is we think it's been lacking in lubrication in one of them. So one collapsed and the one at the back was fine. So we've now introduced two lubrication points there. This will lubricate the front and that one will lubricate the back. So that goes back on there once we've put some sleeves on. Interesting thing, this is the pony truck at the back. And when we pulled the axle box apart, it turns out it's just one giant big lump of bronze. There's zero wear in there. This sits right behind the ash pan. There's quite a lot of corrosive material that ends up in here, and it's perfect. So that's going straight back as it is. I'm not going to mess with the design if it's working. This is some of the components out of the valve gear. Here we have a piston, and as you can see, it is perfect. There's virtually no wear on that. From 1989. Yeah, it's still going strong. This is the cranks here. This we need to replace. The pins inside the crank pins here have worn ever so slightly, so they're coming out. We're beefing them up ever so slightly, and then all the bushes will be remade so that they're a bit more industrial. The boiler is in perfect condition. There's nothing wrong. This is built brand new a few years ago, so that's staying as is. We're very excited to get this back on the track. It's a pretty efficient engine to run. Winter is coming and then the big engines won't be needed, so that's the job for now.